Hello and welcome to day 2 of the first event of the 2014 FIA European Rally Championship, the Jannerrallye in Austria. ERC 2014 consisting of 12 rounds on ice, snow, gravel and tar. Janner was supposed to be a snow rally, but across most of Europe, mild weather means just some ice. So ERC special guest this weekend is double world champion Markus Gronholm, seen here driving the longest stage of the rally with ERC manager and of course his former Peugeot Sport team manager Jean-Pierre Nicolas. And we'll be back here for the final 2 competitive stages later on. Now before that then, a look back at leg 1. Kajetan Kajetanowicz, 4 times Polish champion in a Fiesta R5 on a major ERC program this year. Went wrong on the first event, unfortunately won 3 stages, but look at the onboard here. Knew this was happening from a long way back, heavy hit. And in fact, he damaged the roll cage, had to retire after day 1. Robert Kubica took the lead on the last stage of leg 1 in his Ford Fiesta regional rally car. Won 4 of the 10 stages on day 1 after choosing to run 12th on the road to best simulate his running position for Rally Monte Carlo in a couple of weeks' time. Václav Pech, brilliant drive from the Czech champion of the Mini S2000. He's won here 3 times previously. Look at that, fantastic. Jannerrallye's part of the Czech Rally Championship as well. 2nd overall after leg 1, 6.4 from Kubica. Raymond Baumschlager also won here 3 times, but a 10-second penalty due to a jump start and a few setup issues left him a little way off the pace. 20.9 back in the Fabia S2000. Andreas Eigner also with a steep learning curve on day 1. Reigning European production car champion, contesting his first event in an S2000 car in the Peugeot 207. And quite a few big moments. Here's how they stand then after day 1. Kubica from Pech, 6.4. Baumschlager there, 20.9 back, waiting to pick up the pieces if it goes wrong. Tarabus and Harash in a decent fight as well. Eigner learning the 207. Fiestas, Imprezas, different tyres. A great fight at the top of the ERC. Well, the Jannerrallye then first ran in 1969, and in 2013 it attracted 100,000 spectators when it hosted the season opener. Based in Freistadt, 40 kilometres north of Linz in Upper Austria, the stages in the spectacular Mühlviertel region use fast, undulating country roads with ice and the possibility of snow increasing the challenge considerably. Here's a look at leg 2. Another 8 stages to go. Cold but not really freezing weather in the morning. Dry conditions with some ice patches. And an early start for the crews as they head out. 3 fairly short stages then, 8.2 kilometres for 11, 12.5 for stage 12 and 7.7 for stage 13, to be repeated again later on in the day. Andreas Eigner, first rally in that S2000 car, gaining more experience, running in 5th position on the road, reverse top 10 for day 2. 6th quickest on 11, 4 minutes 42.3, 6th overall.
There's much more grip than I expect, so I was a little bit too cautious, but okay.
Is there a little bit icy under the trees in there?
Not really, no.
So plenty of grip, yeah?
Yeah, it's good.
Jaromir Tarabus, Czech driver in the Skoda Fabia S2000. He's running 7th on the road in that big fight with Beppo Harach for 4th overall. Goes 4th quickest, 0.4 seconds slower than Harach, and is 10.8 ahead currently.
Completely dry stage, no big risk, no big mistakes.
Raymond Baumschlager, fifth fastest, fairly secure third overall, a minute and 24 ahead of Tarabas. He's on a harder compound of Pirelli. They're still developing the extra soft tyre, which he would have liked.
Our tyre compound is too hard. I'm sliding much too much. I have a lot of oversteer, so I have to take it a little bit more careful now, because we had some moments I can't stop the rear. It's too much oversteer.
Václav Peš in the Mini S2000 locked in that big fight with Kubica for the lead. Peš won special stage 7 yesterday. He held the lead through stages 8 and 9, but was just pipped to the overnight top spot. 3 times a previous winner here.
Do you think you could take the lead of the rally again?
I don't know now.
Kubica then 10th on the road as the event leader with that reverse top 10, gaining more and more confidence in the car. Of course, swapping from Citroën to Ford over the winter. 4 minutes 34.7. He's 1.7 slower than Peš. Peš is now 4.7 behind in the overall classification.
For 5 degrees.
Yeah.
Which tires do you think it would be the best?
Some soft.
Without spikes or with spikes?
I think without.
Yes.
What I understood, it was only a few icy places.
Yeah, yes.
So an early start for Gronholm then at the side of the road with Jean-Pierre Nicolas. Of course, both ex-Peugeot men. And this man, Andreas Eigner, running the 207 S2000, fighting to get into the top 5.
It's a Peugeot.
Peugeot.
Eigner.
Agner. He breaks.
Yeah, late.
More late.
Late.
More, yes.
But he was just on the limit to be a little bit,
Yeah.
to go a little bit too wide.
Maybe too late.
Yes.
Another great performance from Beppo Harash, Austrian driver in the Mitsubishi Lancer R4. 3rd fastest on the stage, continuing to close in on Tarabas in the fight for 4th overall. Václav Peš continues to push. He was 4.7 seconds behind Kubica at the start of the stage. And the time on this stage is 7 minutes 18. Wonderful sound again from the Mini. This is Kubica at the start. Trying a new way to launch the Fiesta. Still learning the car, of course. And is judged to have gone just 1 second too early. Jump start means a 10-second penalty. Disaster for Kubica. Standing a high chance now then of losing the lead. Needs to keep a calm head and try to limit the damage.
It seems that in acceleration is faster.
Yeah. Did you see one thing? No handbrake, nothing.
No.
He was just turning in.
And just at the right place.
Yes.
Right, typical racing driver style there from Kubica. But carrying enormous speed. Despite some great driving. A little bit of an off as well. And the 10-second penalty too was enough for him to lose the lead. Kubica now 10.5 seconds back from Peš after special stage 13. There we are, confirmation of the lead for Peš. 10 seconds, of course, from a jump start, so it would have been very, very close indeed without that. Baumschlager in 3rd, out of touch now really with the leaders, but safe from the people behind him. and fights continuing down through the rest of the leaderboard.
This is really good practice for Robert Kubica, because
For Monte Carlo.
For Monte.
Yes.
Yeah, for Monte. I mean, now just a few weeks before to get in the rhythm.
Yes.
It's perfect.
Well, Gronholm then continuing to recce that 25-kilometre stage. It's the last one of the event, and we'll be back in a minute. Well, welcome back to Austria for leg 2, the final day of the Jannerrallye. Stages 14, 15 and 16, a repeat of the morning's first run. Of course, conditions will have changed, mud dragged out onto the road. We saw some ice still about when Gronholm was wrecking that final stage of the day. Still to come, 2 runs of the 25-kilometre Bad Zell stage. Fog being reported up in the hills of 15 and 16. So Beva Harash, third quickest on stage 14, 9 seconds faster than Tarabus, moves up to 4th in the overall standings. But it didn't last long. He hits a tree in stage 15, drops back to 5th, 8.4 behind Tarabus. And because of that, he took it easy on stage 16. There is that fog, and lost another 1.5 seconds. Jaromir Tarabus, big moment, 200 metres from the start of stage 15. But a good performance in stage 16, third quickest, and he's 4th in the standings thanks to Harach's problems. Raymond Baumschlager, handling of the car a little bit better now. Still working on his development tyres with Pirelli. Yesterday suffering from understeer and oversteer at the same time. Different points in the stage, nightmare for a driver. No chance of a first or a second, no more risk. Driving at a reasonable pace to secure 3rd overall. That doesn't look that reasonable, does it? Only a small mistake though. Vaclav Pesh, second fastest in stage 14, 2.2 seconds down on Kubica. The lead, 8.3 seconds. There's a big push, and 2 moments in stage 15, but sets the fastest time, 4.5 faster than Kubica, the lead going back up to 12.8. And then a small mistake in stage 16. He hits a rock with the rear, manages to go fastest again though, 13.8 ahead of Kubica overall. So after winning special stage 14, Kubica is second quickest in 15. Struggled with the fog. Found it hard to evaluate the grip levels. It's easy to see why. Mud, ice, dragged out onto the road. Second fastest again on stage 16. Very muddy, difficult conditions, and the Polish driver very happy to be gaining more experience in these conditions. Big cut to the inside.
And here we have the black tarmac, but here it's quite okay, I guess.
It will be very difficult. It will be maybe decisive for the rally. This is finish here.
Yeah.
Gronholm finishing his recce of that final stage. Decided the rally last year and could well do so again this time round.